This is how to create and record content centered around a service that you're going to provide. So the first thing you want to do is you want to basically, you don't need anything fancy to start with. So you just want to start creating. You want to just gather your thoughts and ideas and put them into videos. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, no editing, no like there doesn't have to be animations, fancy thumbnails, anything like that to start out with. You want to start small, and then the more experience you get, the more you grow off of that. So you want to basically, what you can do is you can start off with just basically you sitting in front of your phone and you just recording off your phone. So you could practice by doing that. You don't even have to upload these videos at first. If you want to just practice, you don't have any like on screen or on film like experience and stuff like that, and you're a little bit nervous to start out with, you want to actually just practice on your phone a little bit. Just think of things you're going to say, have some topics on hand, and then just talk about that, and then go back and watch the recordings and see how you can improve your speech, how you can improve like if you're stuttering or anything like that, how you can improve your presence, and then just keep doing that over and over again, just practicing. And after you make some videos on your own without uploading them, you're going to feel the confidence to be able to finally upload, which I don't recommend you sitting there making a bunch of videos and then you just not uploading them. So I would say just practice a couple times, maybe practice like once a day or something like that if you want to do it that way, but you need to also be uploading in the process. So don't just because I tell you this, that doesn't mean you can practice for a month without uploading any content. You still need to be uploading, but you just get better as you go. But if you have zero experience and you're super nervous and afraid to get on camera, you need to practice probably a lot in like a week, or maybe less than that, a couple days. Just do a bunch of videos in a couple days, and after that couple days is over, it's time to start uploading, because you want to start getting to work as soon as possible. You don't want to push it off, because then you're just going to procrastinate, and that's not going to lead to anything good. It's just going to lead to you procrastinating so much that you just decide, maybe I'm not a content creator, I'll just go back to what I was doing. So anyways, you don't need any fancy equipment. You don't need a crazy mic or anything like that. All you literally need is, like, I have a clip-on mic, and it's literally like $25 or something like that, or even less. I forgot how much it was. And you can get like a tripod with a holder, and you can get just some good lighting, which you can get all that stuff for like $50 at the cheapest. And you can just use your phone to record. You don't need a fancy camera and stuff like that. Nobody starts out going and buying a bunch of equipment like a high-tech camera, like a high-tech tripod with good lighting and stuff like that. Nobody invests into that stuff until you actually see results. Till you start from the beginning, till you get a concept of what you're doing down, that's when you start investing. Once you make progress and you have a lot of videos under your belt, that's when you make progress and you see that people are actually consuming and liking your content. So what you want to do to create content is basically start out by explaining your journey. And this is going to allow people to understand who you are as a person, where you come from, what your background is, and just what you're trying to teach, and just the specific skills that you harness. So you just want to get people to get a feel of what your brand is going to be, or what your content is going to be centered around, and what the end goal is. Because when they watch a couple of your videos, they're going to understand why you're making content, like what's your main reason to be creating content, who you're trying to reach. People are going to understand that just within watching a couple videos. So you want to explain that journey right away, like in your first couple videos, of where you started out, or where you are now starting, and where you want to be, and what you provide to people to help, what your goals are in life, or what your wins are, some of the losses that you may have taken. You just want to explain everything. You just want to be yourself and be authentic. You don't want to get on camera lying about your victories and not say anything about your defeats. or you don't want to, if you do have victories, you don't want to get on camera and talk all about your victories and then act like you never had any losses or you didn't have any struggles in your life. People want to hear the full experience because everybody goes through ups and downs, and people want to relate to somebody, and they want your help at the end. The end goal for you creating content is you helping other people. So you're going to be like an authority figure. So you need to be authentic with people or nobody's going to trust you. So after you explain your journey within like the first couple videos or whatever, then you can start explaining like your results. You can start explaining how you got to where you're at by the skill that you offered or the service that you offered. Explain how you created a system by using that and how you made money off of it by helping other people, and explain how you can either how you're going to help them do the same thing you did, or if you're targeting business owners, explain to them how you can help what you did, what your results were with your service, how you can help them get the same results. So there's either two paths you can take when you're trying to make money. You can either basically brand it so that you're like an authority coach. So if you're trying to help other people do what you did in the past, or you can create content to help businesses that are actually looking for your services, and they're actually searching for somebody to help them. Your content can be centered around those businesses. So you can either do it for coaching or you can do it for clients. And it's very smart. If you're running an SMMA, I think it's very, very smart in this day to run your agency around creating content. Because like I've explained in a lot of my videos, these business owners are tired of getting emails and phone calls every single day with the same people, are using the same wording. They're using the same like copy in their emails and stuff like that. It's just getting annoying to them. And that's why a lot of people are having failures with the SMMA. I know from my own experience that stuff is really hard to get through to get a client. Because once you even catch their attention with that, you still have to take them through a whole sales process. You have to take them through process of them screening you out, you screening them out, and then they have to sign with you. They have to give you the money and sign the contract. It's still a big process. So you want to have something that is a lot different. Not a lot of people are getting on camera so if you're an agency owner and you're creating content, you already put yourself in the top, I would say 10% of agency owners, because nobody's on YouTube doing that. Like, people do it to run coaching programs and stuff like that and courses, but nobody's really doing it for a service-based business to get business owners to watch their videos. So if you can put yourself ahead of the pack by doing that, that's literally all you have to do. Just get online, get on a platform, start creating a bunch of content, good headlines to get people's attention, something to catch them in. And then after that, they're just going to keep watching your content. Let's say a business owner is trying to get Facebook ads done, and you create a video explaining your journey. They watch that, and then the next video was, hey, look, I got these results for this client. I got these results for another client, and this is how I did it. And I can help you do the same. They watch that video, and then they just keep watching your stuff, and they're like, hey, they start feeling like they know you. They're familiar with you. They have enough hours watched of you that they're so comfortable with you. They'll hop on a call with you. First of all, they'll reach out to you. They'll find a way to reach out to you because your skills did the talking for you, not a bunch of email and cold calls, stuff like that. That stuff didn't do the work for you. Basically, you did the work by getting on camera and explaining your work. Your work showed itself, and the work did the work for you. Your results spoke for you. So they're going to see the results, hop on the call with you. And then when you get on that call, you don't have to handle a bunch of objections and stuff like that, because all they want to know is, what's your pricing? I'm ready to go. Like, it's that simple. When you create content and you're that much of a force, like, this is the power of like a personal brand and creating content around a service or a product. Because when they hop on that call, like I said, you don't have to bring out the pain. You don't, a lot of the times they're already going to have their mind made up. You don't have to bring pain out and try to get people to see the value of your offer, the value of what your services are. They're already going to know the value because they've seen your results, and they understand by you explaining on your videos, they understand how the process works, and they see how you can implement that same system within their business. So these clients are going to be very warm when they hop on these calls. Like, you're going to have a little objections. They're just going to ask for the price. And then at that point, pricing is not really going to be an issue, because the businesses that you want to be targeting in the first place are companies that have money, enough money to invest to actually better themselves, better the company. The ones with no money, you don't want to target them anyways, because they're not looking to improve. If they're not willing to take a little bit of a risk, they're never looking to become a better version of the company. So yeah, so you want to explain your journey. Then, like I said, start explaining your results. Or if you don't have any results yet, just explain your process, your system, because your system makes sense. Even if you don't have results, you know what you're talking about. You know how to provide, like, you know how to deliver these services. You just don't have a lot of testimonials yet, which is fine. You just need to explain how you're going to help them go from point A to point B, and just explain how that works, and they're going to understand that. You don't necessarily need client referral. You don't need client testimonials. So then after that, you just want to explain how you can help them. Explain how you can help their company. Like I said, when you start creating content explaining how you can help people solve a problem, that's like the key right there. That's killer content right there. Because people are looking for, when they get on the internet and they're typing in. So for example, you're making YouTube content. You get on YouTube and they're like, I want to run Facebook ads, but I don't know if anybody knows how to run it for like remodelers. So let me look. And they'll put in how to run Facebook ads for home remodeling. And you're going to pop up. Once you get to the top of that like search, like there's only going to be a couple agencies within your same niche that are creating good content, and then that have enough of a following and a presence on YouTube. So when they type that in, your video is going to be one of the first to pop up. They just click on that. Oh, hey, this guy kind of knows what he's talking about. Watch another video. Oh, this guy kind of knows what he's talking about. Maybe I'll look into it in the future. Next time, what do you think happens? They get on YouTube and your new video is the next video up. Like, that's how it works. And then they're in the funnel pretty much. So they click on your content, they keep seeing it over and over again. And at a point to where they're so warm, they're literally gonna reach out to you, click on your link in your bio or whatever, or in the comments and in your description, click on that link, take them to a calendar page, and next thing you know, you look on your phone and you got scheduled calls for coming up in the next couple of days. And you hop on that and they're like, yeah, I'm very familiar with who you are. And literally at that point, all you have to do is get to know them and their company, and it's a done deal. It's an signed agreement. They're going to hand over the money to you and you just do your thing. So that's how you can use it to build clients. And the type of platforms you can use when you're creating content, there's no real answer. You want to use multiple platforms. I would say at least 2 platforms. You might not want to do too many platforms because it's just taking time away from you creating content, unless you're going to reuse the content. So for example, say you created like an Instagram reel, like just an Instagram short video, or like a YouTube short, and you could use that for like TikTok. Like, you don't really have to have, if you're not really focused on creating TikTok content, you can just use that stuff, those reels, for your TikTok content, and see how it works for you. Just see the type of results you get by using that. And then that could be like your third source or third platform, video platform. But for number 1, I would say either, it depends on what niche you're in. Honestly, a lot of these, if you're running services as an agency, you might want to do YouTube first, YouTube and Facebook. YouTube and Facebook, if you're actually providing services for companies as an agency, because a lot of these company owners are on Facebook. A lot of a lot of small businesses and stuff like that are through Facebook because they're physical businesses. So a lot of people connect better through Facebook. It's older people that they're trying to reach out to. So Facebook and YouTube are the main things, if you're running an agency or something like that. But if you're trying to do coaching, I would say YouTube and definitely Instagram, because you can create Instagram Reels, which builds a lot of audience, builds a following through Instagram, and then you can direct people from your Instagram to your YouTube channel. What that's going to do is, so through Instagram, when you create Reels, it just gives them a little taste of what you're capable of and what your skills are, what you know. And that just gets them warmed up. And when you send them over to that YouTube channel, that's where you have the long videos, the long form content. You've got the 10 to 20 minute long videos where you explain into detail exactly how you're going to. So on Instagram, you say, this is my system, in a couple seconds. And then when they come over to the YouTube, the 10 to 20 minute video is explaining how the system works, if that makes sense. So YouTube and Instagram for coaching and stuff like that. And I would really just say, just test different platforms and see what you start getting the most engagement on. That's the key, is just getting engagement. And once you find that out, once you figure out a platform that's getting you more scheduled calls than another, then just double down on that platform and start making more content. And that's when you can start improving your content, start improving like your camera, stuff like that, to make it look more professional. And that's really the key. Just do that endlessly. You just do that until the end of time. Like, there's no, you create this amount of videos and then you're done. It's like a never ending cycle. You have to just, if you want to keep growing, you have to keep creating content. So that's the thing. But content is like I really think it can take your agency to like the next level at this point. If you're running an agency, that is what I think is going to set yourself ahead of 90% of the competition. So yeah, that's how to create content around a service that you're providing. And I'll be back with more.